Be me. Early 20s. Living in Europaris. Carry a flash 2 and a Leatherman wave. 2 a.m., waiting on a night tram. Cold as fuck, but I had stiff drink for the road, feels good. Dude with unlit cig approaches. You got a light, bro? This is completely normal, no concern yet. Reach in pocket and pull out Bic and flash 2 in the same time. Give him the lighter, lights, gives it back. That's a cool knife, bro, can I see it? A little weird, but whatever, the wait is boring, might as well talk to this dude. Hand him knife, instant face change. Haha, what you gonna do now? Give me your wallet. Concern. Pull out Leatherman instead of wallet from other pocket. Deploy blade, remember distinctly hearing the blade lock engage loudly, even if it's quiet, really weird. Happening. GIF starts swinging towards him, feels slow. Drops my SOG and runs. Keep chasing him, no idea why, I just keep running. He drops his cig at some point. Eventually stop chasing him. Go back, SOG still on the ground. Decide to briskly walk home, don't want him coming back with friends. A cop is going to see you're carrying whether you're printing or no. Be me. 3 o'clock G19 known under a shit. Teenage girl crashes her brand new Nissan into my crusty 20-year-old Taco. Nissan front end completely wrecked, Taco rear quarter has some scratches and dirt knocked off. She is panicked, calling 911, crying and shit. Hands me her phone because she doesn't know where we are at. Okay, whatever, wait for cops. 30 minutes later. City cop and state trooper show up in the same time. Separate us and they go talk to her first. Comes to me, asks for a license. State used to have mandatory disclosure regarding carry. Hand him carry license. Goes wide-eyed. Are you armed right now? Yup. Does a system reboot, realizes I'm chill. Okay, no problem. Does paperwork. I drive off into the sunset and let them deal with the 2-ton crumpled Bud Light can on the on-ramp. It was her fault, but I didn't put a claim on her insurance. The truck doesn't look any worse than it did before. Be me. Get ordered to violate posse comitatus by some 3-star hothead and a gloner because he saw a robot or some shit. Lol, I'm gonna get court-martialed. Holy shit, it's an actual robot. Definitely gonna get a promotion for this. It has a fucking gun. Bricks were shot.jpg. It fucking aims at us and fires. Tank goes flying. Land about a mile away. We lived though, fucking robot had shit aim. M47 wins again. I legit can't give a lot of details, but he did operate in Libya, Saudi Arabia, Panama, and Colombia. One of the most memorable things he said was that in the rare instances he actually had to kill someone, in order to remain undetected in a hot, humid environment, he often had to bury at least the guts so the smell wouldn't be as bad. He only did that if he had to stay in the area for more than a week, though. He also had a blanket that camouflaged him as sand and little weeds. He would lie in the sand and take pictures for days and days. Eventually he would leave and a mysterious explosion would happen at a nearby chemical weapons facility. He didn't make it sound very glamorous, and strangely enough he's one of the nicest guys I've ever known. He was the most supportive of any of my family when I was enlisting in the Marines in the mid-OOS. I know he's been shot a few times, not sure how many. He's got grenade shrapnel still in him in a few spots and a totally artificial knee joint that is what retired him. Be me. Maybe 10 years old. At his house for Thanksgiving. He's got me chopping wood in the backyard to help with a bonfire we're gonna have. I'm struggling with a particularly big log. He comes over to help. Swings once. Right knee totally folds in half, boot is touching his waistband. Oh, man. My knee broke again. He's in zero pain, I'm still freaking out. Instead of going to the hospital to get a surgery to replace the joint, he just had me go get a wheelchair and we still had our bonfire and we took him to the ER in the morning. I should call him soon. It's been a couple of years. Be me. RSO at range for University Gun Club. Every week same guy comes in dressed head to toe in 511 shit. We have a variety of guns available, all in .22. Picks the Glock 44 every time. Stands there and chamber checks it 4-5 times before putting it down and actually loading a magazine. Also just chamber checks it at random intervals for unknown reasons. Doesn't even dry fire while doing this. Groups are always fucking terrible, has never shot higher than a 50 on an NRA target at 10 yards. One of the other RSOs who was practicing holster draws after hours still shot a better group. Has been doing this every week for 2 years and has not improved. Learn how to shoot slow fire properly before you try tactical shit, kids. Be me, Vladimir Vodkavich, Chief Engineer of Kerch Bridge. Get a phone call early in the morning telling me that the Kerch Bridge had a smoking accident and that I must assess the damage by order of Monk. Stop my gay orgy and go to the bridge. See that a section of the bridge now takes you to the bottom of the ocean and that the other sections are in the process of changing their final destinations as well. Get urgent phone call, now they tell me Monk wants bridge open in next few hours or they will deprive me of alcohol and young boys. Frantically tell the cleanup crew to just clear the debris off the road and rail bridge and put a boat under the collapsed sections and duct tape the cracks. Call back and tell Monk the damage is fixed, he rewards me with extra vodka and young boy rations. MFW, and I hailed as a nation hero for my engineering expertise. Be me. Finally buy a 1911 after being a hasguns for 20 years. Decide on a Dan Wesson Specialist because I've shot one before and it seemed like a good 1911 that wasn't Nighthawk, Wilson combat priced. Buy it, shoot 200 rounds through it in a session. Not one hiccup. Bullseye's the 25 years target within an inch with careful shots. Brothers, I'm so happy. I've got a nice reliable accurate 1911 and now I know why boomers love these fuckers so much. I've heard good things about Dan Wesson reliability, but with their 50-round clean and shoot break-in recommendation until 500 rounds I thought for sure I would get at least a few jams in the first 50 rounds. It was extremely tight, yet smooth. It sure broken after that 50 rounds. Very soft shooting now.